Yeah, it's a intermission episode from the front seat of the spaceship. A pivot plane equipped, and the blue cup is the shit. It's from one love to all my KC niggas. Y'all know who y'all are. But all the niggas I know, all the niggas I don't know, rep the town. We rep the town hard. KC is the town. You know how it go. You know what I mean? We ain't really talking about much. It's an intermission. You know? Just bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? So, bear with me. Bear with me. Let's start in the hip-hop culture real quick, real fast. You know? Man. Start from the beginning, or a little beginning, and, you know. Chuck D, Public Enemy. Chuck D from Public Enemy got a new album out. You know what I'm saying? If y'all hip hop heads, you know, if you really into rap, hip hop, you know, MCing, the message, not the song, the message, even though that's a fucking classic and historical classic, it never could be. That shit was so good, it could never outgrow itself. If you've never listened to Melly Mel, you know, the message, go check that out. You know, if you're just getting into this hip-hop thing, this rap thing, what I say about that is you come older of age and you hear these rappers, these MCs, these niggas, these new niggas, you know, ain't nothing wrong with being a new nigga. The game must evolve. It must evolve. So, yeah, I get my shit right, you know. My daddy gonna be cocked cause ace deuce, you know, we gotta get my shit right, you know. You know, we gonna rap this shit, you know what I'm saying? Is that right? Yeah, that's like right? You hear me? That's like right? But anyway, yeah, Chuck D got a new album out, you know, The Ruler, Rick the Ruler, you know, Slick Rick got a new album out, you know, Snoop Dogg, that's why I said we go into generations like that, the way they came out. Snoop Dogg got it, or Slick Rick before you, but anyway, you get me. So anyway, Snoop Dogg got a new album out, Is It a Crime? And I think motherfuckers will sleep on that missionary. You know, sometimes motherfuckers, if it ain't represented to them the way they want to hear it, they don't want to listen. Then somebody else say, you heard that? And they like, no, I never. And then they hear it, and then maybe they go peep it out. Hopefully they do go back and get the missionary and peep out the missionary. But the new one, that's the Dr. Dre joint. Him and Dr. Dre collab again, like the Chronic, but it's not the Chronic. It's different. It's on some, you know, man, you know. So you got to listen. You got to listen to these words out here. If a lot of niggas listen to a lot of niggas' words, then a lot of niggas probably would, they be like, that shit can't be real. That shit ain't real because that's ain't how I go. When you're from the streets, you know how I go. So I listen to music because I can relate to it. But I listen to all music. I give everything a chance. But when you relate to it, that's when it hits the hardest. It's like, I know that story. I know that story. That's me. That's this. I know that story. You know. DRS, this one's for the home. That shit is that shit is, nigga. If motherfuckers could play rap, would play rap, they could do what they want to do. If motherfuckers would listen to rap at a funeral, this is the song that would be played at every motherfucking funeral. Like when I was coming up, in high school shit, and motherfuckers was graduating. It was always Boys to Men. You know, y'all know the Boys to Men song. The road. Although we come to the end of... That was like played at weddings, funerals. Well, not funerals, but that was a song they played at the repast and some shit. That definitely was played at every fucking high school graduation when I graduated. Around that time, the year of and the year before and some the year after. These are classics. Music, this shit is classic. You got to know your music. You gotta also know your music discography, your music history. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know when you hear a sample, not just taking them from nobody's sampling, but you gotta know when you hear like, oh, they funked that shit out. You know, a lot of my rappers, you know, they use samples, but they hired the people to come sing the shit, the original person, and a lot of people got fucked out of their royalties. You know, so instead of paying the people that actually own the music, you know, niggas like Too Short, you know, Dr. Dre, you know, they go get George Clinton Too Short. Then when they got a host of people, you know, a host of old school, a host of people. I won't even start naming them because if I say something wrong or miss somebody, I'ma feel bad. So I'm just gonna say, do your homework. And Too Short then got a host of people. So when you hear that music and you think it's a sample, this nigga really went and got these niggas to listen, no replay, nigga. Look at replay. I can't see. You can't see. Replay the music, nigga. That shit is stupid crazy. It's stupid dope. That's also being an artist and a musician and all this shit in hearing music like you know, not just for what you can put down, also putting in what you know. You got to have an idea of what you want your sound to sound like, and then we got the producers, you know, that do the extra. You know, when I was coming up, my nigga HD, we'd lay that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be like, leave it here, nigga, and when you hear it, it's different, but it's the same and it's better because they hear like they gotta hear your dream. They hear your dream with your words, like where you going with the music. When I say dream, you know, they see where your thought, like they say, okay, ooh, yeah, boom, 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 boom. You hear that shit, you know, that's where the DJ Khaled and the shit come in like that, you know, Dr. Dre's, but DJ Khaled do a lot of, you know, feature albums and shit like that, Lil Jon and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so check that missionary out. Go check out that, Is It a Crime? You know what I'm saying? The nigga Snoop got it. I'm not going to say he got it back. He's never lost it. That nigga is, yeah, he's with it. Anytime you seen him, would you say he had a bad album? He had something going on in his life, and we're only people, and that affects our writing, our comfortable mind, our comfortable space, our comfortable, you know, so, but we're going to still give you our thoughts, but, you know, sometimes we think a little harder because, not to second guess what we saying, but we think a little harder because there's some shit, there's other shit and outside that, you know, got, you know, yeah. So anyway, yeah, but definitely check that out, you know. Man. Y'all tell me what's going on with the NBA. I'm sorry. I said this every fucking thing. I keep missing. I say what I see, and I don't know a lot of people anymore. I'm not gonna lie about that. So they be like, "Why you keep saying the same?" You know, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't have a chance. I don't have the time. I'm trying to be so busy. One love to those niggas and everything that they doing. They getting they pay. Yeah, I'm trying to get mine. You know what I'm saying? They missed some shit when they was practicing, and you know, and I'm missing some shit when I'm, you know, 10 toes. 10 toes down. Savage Grind, Smacking Sauce, Blue Leaf City, Savage Grind Clothing, Dior Ponte Clothing. Man, I don't do nothing but be with my family and do what I do. Cause that's all it's worth. So I spend all my time doing what I do. So the rest of my time I gotta spend with my family. I sneak these in. You know, and hopefully, they catching on in this game. And thank you for everybody that subscribes. Thank you for everybody that has subscribed. Man, I can't think of the name, but one love. And you know you hit me up. You know, on your comments and said you just ran past the podcast and you liked it and you said I was smooth. I got that right, and I appreciate that. That's love. All you sucker niggas that got something to say, you can say it, but I don't give a fuck about that. You hear me? Love, nigga. If you don't like it, you turn the channel. Turn the channel. Share it. Share it. If you turn the channel, share it. Somebody else might like it. I was in the streets and selling the CDs and tapes hand to hand, and I didn't sell it to somebody. And I said, if you don't like it, don't throw it away. Give it to somebody else. Maybe they might like it. I mean, you spent your money for it. And this is free. So, yeah, you just never know. You never know what I'm talking about. You never know how I'm coming. I don't even know. It seems it's not orchestrated. It's freestyle. There's nothing written. Nothing written. I just speak, I just try to remember shit and not speak on it. Give you, my opinion. Sometimes, like I said, I don't believe people put their opinion out enough. So what you hear so much is fabricated. So a lot of that shit is fabricated and scripted. But you don't really get people's real reaction and real thoughts about certain things, So President Trump is still getting chumped.